Hey everyone, Oz Konar here. Listen, I want to start this video with a simple question. What if I told you the biggest money-making opportunity of 2025 isn't what everyone is talking about? It's not crypto, it's not real estate, and it's definitely not the stock market. It's actually something much simpler. And I'm going to break it down step by step in this video. Let me show you first what's happening right now. You're probably seeing major news sources such as Wall Street Journal, Forbes, Goldman Sachs reporting that we're expecting a major increase, a spike in the new business formation and the small business revenue activity in 2025. And I think, in my opinion, these changes will be propelled by the new Trump administration's efforts to promote economic growth. Okay, Oz, but what does this mean for me? Well, let me break this down in really simple terms. Every single one of these businesses that are starting up through 2025 will need one thing to succeed. That is money. And here's the crazy part. Most of them do not know and will not know how to get it. They're literally leaving billions of dollars on the table because they don't know where to look. Let's talk about your options right now for 2025. And I really want you to understand where you fit in with these three scenarios. Option number one is keeping your current job, right? You got a 9 to 5, maybe you're working in retail or sales. Look, I understand if you love what you're doing, that's fantastic, right? But let me be real with you. We're seeing an AI transformation. AI is taking over more jobs every single day. Just last month, major companies announced they're replacing thousands of workers with AI in the United States. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you, but I just want to be honest that we need to be very transparent about what is actually happening, and that might impact you. Let's move to option number two. It's starting your own business, right? And honestly, it's not a bad idea at all. With all the new programs and initiatives, it might seem like the perfect time, but here's what nobody's talking about. 87% of these businesses are struggling to get funding through major banks. They've got great ideas, but they cannot get money to make them work. Now, option number three is different, right? This is where it gets really, really interesting. Instead of competing with millions of other businesses, what if you could help them succeed instead? What if you can be the person who helps them get the money they need? Let me show you what I mean with a really, really simple drawing. Imagine this line here represents all the businesses that need money, and this other line represents all the lenders who have money to give out. You would think that these two lines would really connect easily, right? But they do not. And that gap right there, that's where you come in. I remember when I first learned about this opportunity, it didn't seem real. I was exactly where you might be right now. I had a decent enough job, but I knew I wanted something more. Then I discovered the world of business loan brokering, and it completely changed my life. Now, let me share what's possible in this industry. In our BLB community, we call it Business Lending Blueprint, we've seen members from all kinds of backgrounds succeed in business funding. We have former firefighters, teachers, retail workers, sales professionals, and people with absolutely no finance experience who built successful funding business. As a matter of fact, let me show you funding reports that were posted within our community. We give our members access to more than a dozen different funding options, and within each one of them, you have hundreds of niches that you can choose to focus on. But what I'm going to walk you through shows you the exact transactions and the commissions paid to these brokers. Obviously, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. These are the results of the people who follow the system, right? People who take action, who follow the system, who generate leads. These are their results. So I don't want you to think that if you do nothing, you're going to get there. Life doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So let's quickly go through a bunch of them. $750,000 in funding to a chain restaurant operating in LA. This took place sometime in December before the fires in LA. So they used the funds for expansion of a new location, and the commission amount paid out to the broker. So this is not split between multiple people. This is $75K plus $8,250. It's a total of $83,250 to be exact. $350,000 to franchise restaurant funding. Similar story here. Restaurants are such hot industries, but again, there are more than 200 other niches that you can focus on. So total commission paid out is $31,500 plus some bonuses. So that's what it comes down to. $250,000 to another restaurant who's going through an expansion project. And we're going to see a lot of these in 2025. Businesses will try to expand. They're going to buy out their competitor. They're going to open up new locations and things like that. The total commission is follows a certain pattern. It's over $20,000. $500,000 to a manufacturer, right? And the total payment is $55,000. $250,000 to a vet office. The amount of people who have pets have been growing over the past decade. Obviously, that leads to the growth of other parallel industries. So this is over $21,000 in commission. Again, these are some of the transactions that we've seen with people, and many of the brokers who facilitated these transactions originally are not even from this industry. So that's super important. Now, the beauty of this business is the variety of opportunities, right? Our community members work with restaurants, like I said, tech startups, construction companies, funding new projects, medical practices, dentists, and any other medical profession, basically, retail stores, which is massive, and so many other different niches that you can focus on by becoming a business loan broker. Now, you probably heard of Robert Kiyosaki and his cash flow quadrant from his Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. He talks about employees being self-employed or being a business owner or being an investor. That's a great concept. Millions of people love it, but kind of vague, right? Like, how do I actually use that in my own personal life? That's why I created something I call the BLB cash flow quadrant. Think of it as like a roadmap specifically designed for the lending industry. Let me break this down super simply for you. Quadrant number one is simply refer and earn. It's the easiest way to start. You're basically just connecting businesses with the lending partners, basically name, email, and phone number. It's perfect if you're still working your day job or you love your job. You learn the basics while making extra income, which gets you ready to quadrant number two, which is partner and earn. You team up with other expert brokers in our community. You share resources and funding options. You split larger deals together. That lowers your risk but increases the shared rewards. So it's like a paid apprenticeship, right? You are funding deals with other funding experts who have years of experience in funding different types of deals. And as you're learning it, you're making a lot more money. Quadrant number three is broker and earn. This is where the real money is made. So your own funding business, basically, and we give you all the technology, the website, and everything that you need to get the business up and running. Direct relationship with the lenders. Obviously, these pay the highest commissions, and you have complete control over your own business. Quadrant four is wealth building. It's fund and earn. You become a funder, you become a lender, you get involved with the syndication. This is the highest potential returns. It provides options for passive income opportunities, and this is for building long-term wealth. As you can see from my cash flow quadrant, it's a very straightforward model. It's a supply and demand chain, right? So there's demand for more money. That demand is not fulfilled by the current market conditions, which gave birth to this industry, the industry of alternative lending. And alternative lending industry has been growing triple digits over the past 10 years. And this is the time to take advantage of it. Now, hopefully, you have a clear understanding of what the big opportunity of 2025 is, and you might have some questions about this opportunity. So one question that might come up is, do I need a finance degree? Definitely you don't need to have any background at all. Do I need to have lots of money to start? No, we have multiple startup options. If you decide to work with us, obviously you can take advantage of content like this and learn more about the business and start on your own and make that happen. Is this complicated? Well, we break it down into simple steps. Another question that comes up is, how long does it take to get started? Well, you can get started as fast as you want to get started. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, well, this could be my opportunity, here's what I want you to do. First of all, if you enjoy this video, please like and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can schedule a free strategy session with my team. So what we'll do is we'll look at your current situation, find which quadrant fits you best at this point in your life, and we'll show you the exact steps to get started if that's a good fit. If that's not a good fit, that's perfectly fine, and we'll answer all of your questions. So here's the thing. With all these new businesses starting up, there's never been a better time to get into this. But like any opportunity, timing is crucial, right? The market needs people like you right away. And I like to remind you that you don't need to quit your job or make major lifestyle changes, Just take the first step, schedule a call if you're interested in this so you can learn more and be more informed about how this works and see if this is the right fit for you. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care now.